Yep, we back in the building. What's cracking? Now you know, a few months ago, we brought on Lloyd Strayhorn. Let me get on the mic real quick. A few months ago, we brought on Lloyd Strayhorn. You guys got to turn that TV down, I guess. Yeah, a few months ago, we brought on Lloyd Strayhorn and Kaya, and they did a bunch of readings. And a lot of people didn't get there. So we're going to try to get to the people that reached out to me. And let me just say, it was a very few amount of people that reached out that said, yo, man, I want to get my reading. Alright, so let me just keep it simple. Your birthday, maybe your woman's birthday, maybe your couple's compatibility, I don't know. But when I bring on special guests like this, trust me, this is a world-renowned astro-numerologist with his side, well, she's not a sidekick. No, Kaya is cold, man. Kaya is dope too. And they're here. So I'm just going to tell you right now, come in here, hit the like button, hit the share button. You know how I do. Before, we get going, I got to promote black-owned businesses. So first, let me start with my own. Because we got to, hey, listen. Only 50 pre-orders are left for you to get your autographed copy of The Shrouded Lighthouse.
Awesome.
The Shrouded Lighthouse is my new book. And there's only 50 spots left. This book is coming out this June. I got two chapters today to review from my editor. And man, it's reading ridiculous. It's another level. And I'm really, really proud of the work that I've done. And the editor is killing it. I'm telling you right now, don't miss out. Anybody who purchases their copy today, I will shout you out on the radio, on air. All right? So go to theshroudedlighthouse.com. Now let me say this. A lot of people have been complaining about the link not working. I just think it works better on a Chrome browser. So open it up on a Chrome browser. It opens up all the time on my phone very, very easily. I have an iPhone. But I would suggest go to a Chrome browser, type in shroudedlighthouse.com. We only got 50 spots left. Only 50 spots remain. So don't wait. Can you play that video for me, sir?
Yes, sir. Shrouded Lighthouse.
Did you know that every person you know has two lighthouses? What do you mean, two lighthouses? Yes, the seen and the unseen. Hi, I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. I have a new book called The Shrouded Lighthouse, How to Uncover the Silver Lining in Every Situation Shift. I delve deep into the inner work that needs to be done in order to mature spiritually. Now, this book is the follow-up to my 2019 release, The Holographic Relationship. In this book, I will talk about the two lighthouses. Go to my website right now to pre-order. The pre-order link is theshroudedlighthouse.com. The first 500 people to do so, you will get an autographed copy. Thank you all for supporting my work. We're about to change the game with this book. I appreciate you guys for always supporting the work that I do. I look forward to getting your feedback on this new book. Thank you. Did you know? All right, I'm telling you right now, y'all better make a mad dash to theshroudedlighthouse.com if you want your autographed copy of my latest book, due to drop June 2021. Alright? It's the third in my relationship series. which started in 2015. Yes, sir.
We'd like to get copies, Kai and I. We'd like to buy copies.
I got you, brother.
Aww.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. TheShroudedLighthouse.com. Get over there. Trust me, this book will not let you down. It's the third in my relationship series, which started in 2015 with the relationship dismount, how to stick the landing when exiting a toxic relationship, followed up by the 2019 release, the holographic relationship, and now 2021, the Shrouded Lighthouse. Go to TheShroudedLighthouse.com. All right, total package energy. You want to know why I ain't never caught COVID? I swear to God, I've been on this stuff religiously.
That C.
I'm telling you, man, that vitamin C. Nanotechnology, vitamin C. 8 times more absorption than tablets. Total Package Energy got these small little packets of vitamin C and B12, as well as the famous Total Package Energy Shot. Now, I don't recommend you take the energy shot if you ain't got a job.
Oh my goodness.
If you not working, don't do it. Okay? This is not for you. Like, if you lazy, this will have you up late at night. And like Ecor told me, TV don't go off no more like it used to when we was little.
Nah, it stay on.
Ecor was saying TV went off and you saw the national anthem
and the fuzz.
And then the fuzz. Hey, you'll be up looking at that fuzz if you ain't got nothing to do with your life. TotalPackageEnergy.com. Tell them Zoe Williams sent you. They also have pea protein for shakes. This is a pound right here. 20 grams per serving of protein. Unflavored, unsugared, unsweetened, gluten-free, soy-free, and vegan. Trust me. Total Package Energy. I'm on this health kick right now. And I'm promoting a lot of products that have, health integrated into them. Now, the HuriKane Report. H-report.news. That's the homie, right?
Right.
Yeah. The HuriKane Report. I want you guys to go there and support this black-owned business. This is the Black Al Jazeera news channel. Stories and breaking news that affect black folk. Go check them out. The HuriKane Report. Write it, take action, maintain freedom. H-report.news. Now, the last two things I'm going to promote is for brothers who are having a problem maintaining a stiffy.
You know who you are.
Listen, it's about maintenance. I'm just saying, you get to a certain age, the wood ain't no good.
It's like this.
Look, I'm just saying, at a certain age, a man's testosterone starts to leak out. You leaking testosterone all over the house. Your couches is moist. Listen. I'm saying, brothers be trying. You know what? I was at the cigar lounge last night. And we was having this conversation about the greatest music artists.
Okay.
And I likened it to an erection.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, even the greatest of the greats couldn't stay great forever.
True.
Michael Jackson and Prince, they was great and super great.
So y'all equating y'all dicks to
But
Michael Jackson.
But what I said was talent is like an erection. You can't hold that talent forever, just like you can't hold an erection forever. People be like, oh, Prince is the greatest. I say, listen to some of them records. Some of them records is trash. Mike is the great. Listen to some. Blood on the Dance Floor was terrible. You understand
It
me?
was blood on the dance
It
floor.
was. I'm just saying, talent is like an erection. You can't maintain greatness indefinitely. At some point, you got to fall back. Your erection is like that too, brothers. I know brothers don't want to have this conversation. Brothers don't want to have that. What's that? What's that checkup they have when they poke you?
Prostate.
Brothers don't want to do that. Brothers
When y'all
don't wanna
get
go to the
finger
doctor.
banged in the booty. I mean,
Damn.
They
Wow.
call it a digital exam.
Jeez.
I call it a violation of the male parts. I should have been a doctor.
No, you shouldn't.
I'd have been like,
Peaches, you would have been malicious. Anyway,
You're
I've got two
stupid.
products here that I believe in. All right? I got two products here that I believe in. Number one is X-Wolf, and they're both black-owned businesses. X-Wolf is a testosterone booster, and it's filled with herbs like Tankat Ali, like Pentax ginseng. Is it Pentax or Penax? Panax ginseng. Check out this commercial.
Don't be this guy. Raise your drive and libido. It's time to man up with X-Wolf. Boost your testosterone levels to help decrease your body fat percentage and increase lean muscle mass gains. Boost your stamina and blood flow for those tough workouts. And these workouts also. Go to xlabsubs.com to find out more. Don't be this guy.
So, go to xlabsubs.com. xlabs, SUPPS.com. xlabsubs.com. Go there right now. And I've got a new product. I talked to this brother. He's a PhD. I talked to this brother for about 25 minutes yesterday. His name is Spencer. He's a PhD. And he's got a male herbal supplement. Now, this supplement has 21 herbs in it, but it also has a proprietary blend that he wouldn't share with me. And you know I was trying to get the, what else is in here? Well, you know I can't tell you that, brother. If I told you that, then you could create your own supplement.
right.
But the herbs that he did reveal, there's 21 herbs in here. Lotus seed, ginseng, ginkgo, licorice, red raspberry, what? Remana root, astragalus root, dang quai. It's a lot of stuff in here. If you take this and your plumbing is still clogged, you sick.
Yeah, you need
You
a
got
doctor.
the coronavirus, boy. You might be dead. If you take this and it doesn't work,
It's something wrong.
I want you guys to go support this black-owned business. The product is called A-Game. Bring your A-game. Can you play this commercial
This
for me,
is
brother?
A-Game, an all-natural herbal dietary supplement formulated exclusively for men. Our proprietary blend was designed with one goal in mind: to improve your overall health, rejuvenating your vitality, energy, strength, and libido. Want to be at your peak performance in everything you do? Then bring your A-Game. Fast-acting, long-lasting, with no side effects.
Oh my god.
You know, I like to try shit. Fuck it. This is how I know it works. If late at night I wake up and Mr. Johnson is tapping on my sternum or I'm trying to roll over and Mr. Johnson is just in the way. That's how you know you got a real problem. Yo, Johnson is just in the way.
Just woke for no reason.
That's how you know this is. So I want you guys to go there, man. Let me give you the website real quick. I want everybody to cash mob this black-owned business. Go there right now. Tell them Zoe Williams sent you. It's www.agameherbal.com. www.agameherbal.com. It's all natural. It's a male dietary solution created exclusively for men, formulated to increase vitality, energy, strength, and libido without side effects. Y'all got to get off them liquor store dick pills.
Yeah, that horny goat weed and shit.
No, horny goat weed is good now. Horny goat weed in him.
Well, not by itself. You need some of all of that.
I'm talking about the poison that be at the liquor store that give you a headache and stop your nose up.
Oh, is that what it does? What's the name of that one?
All right. Go to www.agameherbal.com. And then the final thing I'm going to promote tonight, if you want to start your own CMOS business, I am the plug. I feel like a CMOS dope dealer right now. CMOSbusiness.com. Zoe Williams got a link with St. Lucia. Our CMOS comes directly from St. Lucia. If you want to start a micro business, I've seen a lot of women online with their own CMOS products, soap, shampoo, lotion, as well as the consumable CMOS. Where you getting your CMOS from, baby? You should get it from me, CMOSbusiness.com. We sell in bulk. If you want to start a micro business, here's a great idea right now. Go to CMOSbusiness.com and let us be your wholesaler. Let's do it right now. 1-800-298-8518 or 8513, excuse me. 1-800-298-8513. Okay, here we go. Now, there's rules to this. Let's bring on Lloyd and Kaya. There's rules, guys. Please understand, we don't have phone lines. So it's going to be very difficult to get everybody. Okay? It's going to be very difficult to get everybody in here. But I got to start with the people who reached out to me from the last show that said they didn't get their reading. Now, what's interesting is Lauren B. reached out to me, said she didn't get her reading, but she also didn't leave her birthday.
That was bright.
Good job, Lauren.
She's probably an Aquarius.
All right. So let me just say this, man. You got a wife, you got a girlfriend, you got a husband, you got a boyfriend. Just type in the birthday. And we're going to try to get as many of y'all read as possible. Lloyd, Strayhorn, and Kaya, welcome to the show.
Thank you. And let me say this, even though Lauren did not leave her birthday, she left her name. That's the beauty of numerology. Not only does it deal with your birthday like astrology, but your name as well. So it's interesting, your co-host, the woman to your left, said maybe an Aquarius, but interestingly enough, Lauren's name adds up to the master number 22, which governs the sign of Aquarius, which means they like to think outside the box. And it also means Lauren's name potentially means that one of her parents, relatives, whatever, is an Aquarius or Leo or Gemini, or born on the 1st, the 4th, the 10th, the 13th, the 19th, 22nd, 28th, or 31st of any month. And that means she likes to be different.
Wow. Look at that.
Hey, go Donnie.
Look
It's
at
your
that.
birthday.
Okay. All right. Lloyd, you've got books. Please tell me where they can find your books to get caught up on this amazing journey of Astro-Numerology.
Well, if you see behind me are 3 of my books right there, and they can get my books on Amazon.com. All they got to do is type in my name, Lloyd Strayhorn, and when they do that, they can just order the books. One is in orange, one is in green, one is in rose, and then one is in blue. So they have a choice of getting it. But the Bible is the 400-page one that's in orange called Numbers in You, a numerology guide for everyday living.
Man, we about to get serious. Before we do any readings, Lloyd, I have to ask you this. Why do so many people view numerology and astrology and palm reading and divination and all of this as evil, Peaches? Peaches is a Christian, so Christians tend to demonize everything. Go ahead.
Astrology is in the Bible. Divination, I don't know. I don't understand it. Don't want to. It just don't sound right. Sorry. It's just me.
Well, for Peaches, what she understands, words are interchangeable. So, for example, if you get a bruise on your arm, the doctor will call it a contusion. It's the same thing. They just use one name versus another. So when they say divination, New Age, metaphysics, occultism, they're meaning the same. In other words, things that go beyond the 5 senses. And so what's interesting is the Bible and Quran and the Talmud and whatever are all religious beliefs. These are belief systems. Well, what Kai and I do is scientific, okay? Mm-hmm. So, so they'll say, well, this may be evil, but no one, I defy anyone since man walked this earth of a war fought in the name of a zodiac sign. They can't find it. Or the war fought in the name of a number. But then you got in Ireland, the Protestants and the Catholics, in India, the Muslims and the Hindus, etc. So, and they're all killing, and yet all the great religious tenets at some point say, thou shalt not kill. So somebody's not following some book. That's all I'm saying.
Somebody not paying attention. Well, Lauren B just hit me, and she says her birthday is 11/11/1989.
Well, that's interesting. If she's 11/11, there are 2 master numbers in numerology, 11 and the 22. Her name, Lauren, adds up to the master number 22, and her birthday is the 11. And in fact, when I look at angel numbers, 1111 seems to be the number that most people identify or see more often than any other number. But 1111, when you add those 4 ones, add up to a 4, which means people like to be different, or they're laying a foundation, or it means an Aquarius, or a Gemini, or a Leo, or anybody born on the 4th, 13th, or 22nd as 31st of any month. And it means a person likes to think outside the box. And it also tells me she probably wear glasses too, because her left eye is a little bit more stigmatic than her right eye.
You have a question? Because you keep trying to talk to me during the show.
I know.
What do you want, lady?
Mr. Lloyd, I want to know, because my birthday is 11/8/66.
Mm-hmm.
And
let me do this one, Lloyd. You are the child of Lucifer.
Anyway, back to you, because I'm going to ignore this heathen over here. My birthday is November 8th, 1966, and my person I'm currently seeing is March 16th, 1970. But we keep combusting.
You are a water sign, and this person is also a water sign. You happen to be an earth number. He happens to be a water number, because each element and each number is ruled by an element. So in your case, you are a water sign with an earth number, which means you're very nurturing. He is a water sign with a water number, which means he's a little bit more sensitive sometimes than you need him to be. Mm-hmm. He's very individualistic. He likes to be his own best company, but you two kind of understand each other. Sometimes he might misinterpret you incorrectly as being cold or distant or lacking in feelings and affection, but really you're very warm. But it takes time for people to really get to know you.
Mm-hmm.
She want to know, is he cheating on her?
No, I don't think that.
You sure?
I don't think that.
Are you happy with him?
We'll see. I'm a Scorpio. I'm taking my time. I'm see, because it's too many stops with him. It's too many
That
rules.
sounds good for him, but whatever it may be, we all make decisions and we try to make the right decisions. But when they say, "Is this relationship made in heaven?" That's only in the fairy tale books. There's always going to be some kind
most
of,
definitely.
There's going to be some tension, and if you don't take those things into consideration, people wind up being very disappointed.
Exactly.
That's why y'all need to get Zoe's books, okay? So how you can see the silver lining in any situation on the Shrouded
Lighthouse.
Shrouded Lighthouse.
Yeah. Absolutely. Kaya, can you do a quick reading for Lauren? She's 11/11/1989.
See, Lauren is a person that, can you hear me?
Turn her up a little bit, just a little bit, good brother.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so Lauren is a person that, whatever
Thanks,
comes to
E-Court.
her mind, whatever concept she has, she really wants to take those ideas and manifest those ideas. She's the person that does not wait on anybody, no authority, no nothing. If anything, she's going to the authority and asking, what can I do, or showing them what can I offer you, or what her skill set is. Because she don't need no little man in her business running stuff for her. She's going straight to the director, the boss, or even, I'm just gonna run my own business. Well, I gotta go to no boss. I am the boss. I call in when I want to call in. So this year she's really going through a year of change, of endings, completion, and dreams being fulfilled. So this will be her year to really just, less is best, and just do what you gotta do.
So cut the fat and focus on the goal.
And those who want to speak with you, let it go. People gonna run their mouth and talk about you and say what they want to say. You just keep on moving.
I got it. All right. Lionel Rogers just tapped in. He is October 13th, 87.
My mama's birthday.
Well, he's an air sign with an air number, which means he's always in his head. Something's always going on in his mind, always energetic, active. He would be like you do, so an air sign with an air number, which means you're always mentally processing something. So even when he's in bed, his mind is still going about an idea, a plan, a project, an endeavor. The only thing about his birthday versus yours, his birthday says he likes to think outside the box. This is why he'll create, unbeknownst to him, secret enemies caused by jealousy, envy, insecurity. But the guy has got his own way of how he does things, and that's it for him. Now this year, since he's October the 13th, he's in a one-cycle year. And the personal years that we go through that Kai described in the last person born 11/11, Lauren, what you do is you take the month and day you're born and you add it to the year in question. So I now took October the 13th and added it to the year now, 2021, and factored out to a 1. Now it just so happens, to his credit, 1 is one of his important numbers because his key numbers are the 4, 1, and 5. So this particular year is the year of the 5, 2021, so that's in favor. But his personal year is a 1, so that means new beginnings, new directions, new opportunities, things like that. So if I took somebody that's born May the 23rd and added to the year of 2021, they happen to be in a 6th personal year, so this is their romance and finance cycle. Moving into a home, moving out of a home, going back to school, doing things, getting involved in some kind of weight loss exercise regimen program. It rules duty and responsibilities. It rules marriage, separations, births, pregnancies, things of that nature. And when I say pregnancy, a lot of times people think it's biological, but it's symbolic also, the numbers that Kai and I understand. Right. So it means giving birth to an idea, a plan, an enterprise, a project, or endeavor.
Right.
So that's what it means. So everybody goes through their own cycle year.
Okay. Kaya, 8/13/1987. This is Lionel Rogers.
Okay, 8/13. Now, sometimes this person is very moody at times. Sometimes he just has outbreaks for no reason. Sometimes he just finds himself crying. He can be driving, feeling good one second, 1 minute. A song might come on the radio, and he can just feel that emotion. He just, whatever's on his mind, he can just come out crying, just releasing himself. So he goes through a lot of building a foundation, maybe received, and he's moving on to maybe managing a business or starting his thing. But when he is like the nucleus of his family, his mother, his sisters. They always calling on him for help and resources and things of that nature. So this particular year for him, you did say 813, right?
Yeah. No, 1013.
Who?
1013.
1013. Okay. So this particular year for him, he is like Lloyd said, new beginnings, new opportunities. You know, I'm setting the tone. Like, what is your tone this year? What is your dream? What do you want to manifest? What's your plan? What's your ideas? Who do you want to operate with? Who do you want to build with? Are you thinking about investing in Bitcoin, currency, anything like that? This is a year to really let last year be last year and just really move on this particular year with your new ideas. Don't let anybody who's straddling the fence come along this year. You left them in 2020. This is 2021.
Get up out of here. This is a new time. You got to bounce.
I didn't ask about my year. Shoot, I need some money, some careers.
Girl, anyway, let me ask this. Because a lot of people say numerology, astrology is a pseudoscience. Why would they call it a pseudoscience? And is numerology and astrology an African science? Or is it a Western science? Can you explain that to me?
Well, it is actually African in origin. You know, Herodotus is considered the father of numerology. But if you look at his background, he spent 22 years in Egypt. So if one asks the logical question, on what continent is Egypt located, they'd all have to say the African continent. That's all I'm saying. Right? If you look at the most architecturally designed mathematical structure on the planet that can be seen from outer space, it happens to be the Pyramid of Giza. Where is that at, my brother? You know, in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? So the logic. So when they say pseudo, that's like saying fake. That's a fancy word for saying fake.
Right.
But no, what we do is an exact science. Notice everybody got to give us their birthday. They didn't give us no alphabet codes, you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
They didn't give us no hand signs, you know what I'm saying? They had to come up on this show giving a month, a day, and a year they're born.
Right.
And then when you get an astrologer, they need even no more, which is Kaya's forte, because the time indicates where the planets were arranged at that time in the heavens when you were born on this planet Earth. So here it is. If it's 9 o'clock in New York, it's 6 o'clock there in California. It's 6 hours behind in Hawaii. It's 12 hours ahead in China and India. So this is why an astrologer needs to know. So it's an exact science.
Wow.
There is no guessing about this. We either know it or you don't. Now, yes, you got some charlatans, you got some scammers and everything.
Right.
Okay. But for people who like do what Kai and I do, we take it very seriously. It is a very ancient art that's not going nowhere.
Got it. What are you guys' websites again? Because I want people, these are micro readings. And I want you guys to get the full reading. I got a full reading from Lloyd, it was a month or two ago. And Lloyd, he dropped some heavy science on me. About me, specific to me. So can you guys give your website? Kaya, what's your website? And then Lloyd, what's your website?
My website is www.kayafrench.com. Once again, that is www.kayafrench.com. And my contact number is 1-866-331-5088.
Kaya gave me a reading before too, and it was great. She called me randomly out the blue and was like, yo, your birthday coming up. I need to holler at you about a couple of things. So yeah, trust me. This I believe this is money well spent. Lloyd, your website?
My website is after my name, Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. So for the newbies, as I like to say, that's spelled LLOYD Strayhorn, STRAYHORN. So although I'm in New York, Kaya is in Detroit. we do a monthly newsletter every month. And so all they got to do is either go to Kaya's site, KayaFrench.com, or my site, Lloyd-Strayhorn.com, and get their free monthly newsletter.
There you go. Now, before we jump back onto the birthdays, because there are a couple of birthdays actually. There's some people that got some birthdays.
Yeah.
Our own Mimi, it's her birthday today. That's why she's not here. And then there's a brother named Brian in the chat. His birthday is today. But before I get to them, y'all got to tell me, who is the most insane and homicidal sign of all signs?
Gemini. He's trying to be funny right now.
Listen, I don't care what sign it is. You always going to have somebody that is, they say, not rap too tight. Okay, so that's how it goes.
Okay, so which is the loosest rap sign?
He trying to say it's me.
Believe it or not, the sign that gets the baddest rap, the haters, is Gemini. Because first of all, it's a human
Thank
symbol.
you.
It is the twin, so they will say what they are two-faced. But that's not true. I don't care no matter what zodiac sign. There's a stereotype. The signs are all of them.
Right.
Okay? So it really makes no difference. Those are what I call the haters, so, okay? So I don't waste time with them. Well, what I do is I look for more of the good side. It's like, okay, so tell me something else I don't know.
Right.
So one time a person said, well, every time you're on the show, you're always talking about the positive. Yes, we, of all people, 400 years of enslavement and messing with our heads and our culture and our religion, we need good news. Okay? So now I'm not going to BS you, nor will Kaya. So I'm going to point out the good in you, but whatever bad or whatever shortcomings you got, you deal with that, because I got my own shortcomings.
No, I got it.
I know that's right.
Kaya, which is the craziest? You know you done dealt with some crazy signs, and they've been consistent. Tell us who they are.
Some people have crazy narcissistic behavior. So, and depending on how they've been raised and their environment, that plays a factor too. But I would say Pisces, Scorpio, maybe Aquarius as well.
Not Scorpio.
You know you crazy.
Other sign indicate Pisces, they go all the way in, they get crazy, then they just ghost on you. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
And then the Aries and Scorpio, they when they get up the chain too, they like, I want to make sure I'm doing this right, I'm with the right person, and you just gotta be careful of who you're dating, because they can be possessive as well too. You don't want somebody that's over possessive over you like that.
And you know you crazy and possessive.
I used to be possessive.
Oh
I'm not
my
now.
God. Okay.
I'm an artist now.
All right, let's move on to the
Lloyd,
birthdays.
tell him about me so he can just stop. I'm November the 8th, 66. Let Zoe know what kind of person I am.
Crazy. I know you.
Kaya, help me, please.
No.
One of y'all.
There is no help for your crazy. Let's move on.
Let them tell you. I want you to see I'm
This will
not
be
crazy.
your second reading.
No.
We've had enough. We started with
Tell
you.
him I'm not crazy.
I would just
They
say,
don't know you.
You said she's 11-8, right?
Yes, 66.
Okay, listen, if you want to go to the crazy side of you, she's a loyal to the end. But once you cross her over, you better not come back to her, okay? Because she's really going to show you how crazy she can be. Maybe like just I'm a bust rules out your car or something, but I would just really stay on her good side, because she's a very good sweetheart, loyal, always talking about her family members. But where's her family member when she's need help? Where are they at?
So Kaya, would you say that she's sweet and sour?
She's sleeping who?
Sweet and sour.
Oh, sometimes.
That's bipolar. She crazy. See? Ain't no way around it. Ain't no way around it. All right. So there's a brother in the chat room. His name is Brian Jones. His birthday is 3/4/1974.
Happy birthday, Brian.
Happy birthday. Kaya?
Happy solar return to you. Happy 3/4 person. This person likes to see the future, wave the hand, way before time. So he has to have a routine. He has to have some structure. He has to have things in place. He may even get up 4 o'clock in the work done before 8 o'clock while everybody else is still sleeping and snoozing. He up working out, exercising, planning, got his meal planned out. He probably did his whole day between 4 to 8. So when it comes to 12 noon o'clock, he got some free time from wiggle room. He can go talk to a friend and this and that. But besides that though, you have to really stay on his good side sometimes too, because he can go cray on you too sometimes.
It sounds like you describing our co-host Mimi, who isn't here. Mimi got her whole shit together, just like you said. Everything is planned. She got everything together. But Mimi crazy.
She ain't got to play.
And they both together. They friends. They like two peas in a pod. Them two. Am I lying?
No, you're not lying.
All right, cool. All right, let's keep it pushing, man. It's a lot of birthdays in here. I want to get everybody in here. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Let's get it. Let's get this thing trending on YouTube. We want to get as many people in here as possible. The great Lloyd Strayhorn is in the building with his compadre, Kaya. They're on deck. They're doing Astro-Numerology readings. Okay, Kelvin's underscore choice. His birthday is 4/1/64.
He would be a fire sign with a fire number, which means very passionate. It's like Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. The number 1 is the first number, then the numbers go. So when you put those two together, this would be a person who does not take orders well. And there's a higher than average chance that this person is either an entrepreneur, a business owner, has stepped out on faith, started his own. Even though in the struggle, he's going to do it on his terms, okay? Very, very focused. His birthday does suggest he's kind of a late bloomer, so as he gets older, life gets better for him. And so in this case, since he's born on April the 1st, he happens to be in a one personal year, and his one personal year happens to be in lockstep with his birthday, which is the number 1. So this is definitely a time for him to break new ground, head in a new direction, become more independent, more self-reliant, and come up with some very creative and innovative ideas and plant the seeds of what he wants over the next 9 years to come.
Nice. Kaya, your thoughts? 4/1/64.
My thoughts for him would be, because he's an Aries, so he likes to initiate and then just go out, just jump in without thinking sometimes. So you would really need to have a team to help you manifest your dreams or your plan or your agenda, your business ideas. Like, you really need to have earth, wind, and fire, air to support your idea, but you have to really get along and don't be so bullhearted on people, or just ram people into place. So you the boss, yes, but I need you to act more like the boss, being more friendly, being more open, and being a leader, because you are a leader.
Oh, so he's aggressive and he just be bulling the china shop people, just trucking them. I know, I get it. I got a gang of Aries friends, and a lot of them are like that to some degree. Let's keep these readings rolling. I want to get as many of them out as I possibly can. Big Payback Porter. That's his name. 4/2/86.
Aries, big
Totally the
payback.
opposite. In Aries, but totally the opposite. Born the same day as Marvin Gaye, to name an example. Where the number 1 is assertive, the number 2 by nature is passive. Okay? And by that, this would be more of a bipolar than anything else, because this person is a fire sign with a water number. And what that simply means is there are days when he's not having it, he's not taking no prisoners, he don't want to hear it. And then there's some days when you need to bring up a box of Kleenex tissues, okay? And be kind of like that. And so, and you know what's happening for his birthday? Like Marvin Gaye, he too gets along better with women. But I would say in the main, since his name is Big Boy, what is it again?
Let me tell you his name. Big Payback Porter.
Or Big Payback Porter will find that sometimes women have been his blessing and his curse too.
Oh,
all right? And if he is Big Payback, that means he could be like a teddy bear, 6 feet, 300 pounds, but just a gentle spirit. You know what I'm saying? And women will therefore know how to I shouldn't say use him. They would know how to kind of interact with him.
I
know what
got
I'm
you.
saying?
All right, big payback Porter. Kaya.
I would say, this man need a hug. He need to hug himself sometimes. You got the shower, just hug yourself in the morning. I love myself. But in the meantime, you're very funny about your eating, where you eat at, and who food you're gonna eat. So you probably cook your own food anyway. But this year for you is a year where it unlocks that with your number. So you may have some water-related issues going on at home, leaks in your car, whatever leaks is going on. Just go ahead and fix those up, kind of look where it comes to a blast by September. So this be the year for you to be in team, work for a partnership, being in team, and being a team effort player. So maybe thinking about moving, relocating your home, changing, redecorating, and those kind of things will be up your alley this particular year for you. So that's about teamwork.
And Lloyd, let me ask really quickly, do you want these people to also put their name with their birthday so you can read into their name a little bit?
Well, for those that want to know what their name is, they can feel free. But if they want to keep it short, sweet, to the point, just give their birthday. We promise.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Hey, I'm having a good time here.
Me too.
Because I really am on the metaphysical, spiritual... What?
I didn't say nothing. You just
So
talking
can I
your
explain that why
metaphysical.
so, if you don't mind? Since
Yes,
you mentioned names.
please.
Under the Chaldean system, each letter is assigned a number.
Mm-hmm.
There are numbers that appear frequently in a name, and there are numbers that rarely appear in a name.
Mm-hmm.
The number that rarely appears in any name is always the number 7. Well, in the case of Z-O, Z is a 7, O is a 7.
Mm-hmm.
That in and of itself makes it rare. So this isn't just you making it up, okay? This is genuine. But with all those 7s in the name, it means you got a strongly marked individuality. You can be very sarcastic if they catch you on a bad day. You know what I'm saying? You like to be your own best company. Although you out and about with the public, when you go home and shut down, it ain't about me knocking on your door because I happen to be in the neighborhood. Maybe we can sit and rap and talk like that. You prefer to just stay under the radar. Okay, so more people need to know your name or your media persona more than anything else. Do that. It also indicates a love of questions, very analytical, and spiritually independent in your own way. You don't belong. You could have went into a church, a temple, a mosque, whatever the case is, but you still got your own way of how you're going to roll. In fact, that's why most of the founders of religious movements have been number 7s.
So most of the
Elijah Muhammad, a 7. Bishop Desmond Tutu, a 7. Billy Graham, a 7. Christ's birthday celebrated on the 25th. 2 plus 5 is 7. Mary Baker Eddy, that founded Christian Science, was born in the 7th month on the 7th day. Charles Russell, that founded Jehovah's Witness, was born on the 16th of the month, and 1 plus 6 is 7. That's all I'm saying.
Look at that.
So Lloyd, you saying that Zoe could have been a cult leader? Is what you say? I had to get it.
Is that candy in your earrings?
Yes. It's gumballs.
People always talking crazy about me. Anyway, hey. So look, we're gonna push through. There are a lot of people in here who want to get some readings. We're gonna try to get everybody in here. So please be patient with us. Somebody said that somebody just hit me on Instagram, and they said that they didn't get a reading the last time. Okay, so they're 7-11-89, and this person's name is Royce Harris. 7-11-89.
Kaya?
Well, this person is this particular year for them. They're going through a lot of changes like this current year we're in right now. They're also in a personal year. So this year would be about change, promoting yourself, advertising, marketing, just trying to find your skill set so you can be an expertise in that particular area. Also maybe thinking about into investment, whether it's in the stock market, whether it's in somewhere else investment. This is where your creativity can really, go really sky high rocket if you really put some focus and some time and just some hard work in it. Then this year could really be really great for you when it comes to your expertise and your creation and your in your endeavor.
And his name Royce, by the way, indicates he thinks he's the greatest thing since ice cream, okay? I can tell you straight up. And it indicates one of his parents is either Aries, Leo, or Scorpio, or born on the 9th, the 18th, or the 27th of the month. And he normally will be attracted to older women and women in uniform, too.
So, D on the Wayans brothers would probably be the woman he would go after. Remember D?
Oh yeah,
In the police
Big
outfit?
D.
I'm sorry. Somebody, listen. Y'all gotta keep it on the super chat. They hitting me everywhere. They hit me on Instagram. No. Y'all got to hit me on super chat on YouTube if you want to get this reading. Wheezy Baby, 9/19/86.
This is a very strong-willed woman that don't take orders. In fact, when she was younger, she attracted much older men. At this point, they've become considerably younger, whether she deals with them or not. Sometimes people will think she's cold, but she's honest. If you're a knucklehead, there's only too many ways you can say it. And so if people can't stand the heat, they need to get her out of her kitchen. There's no question about that. This particular year for her is she's making some serious adjustments. She's been making some adjustments actually right after her birthday last year, coming into this year, since she's in the 6th birthday. And you said she is born September the 19th, right?
Yeah, 9/19.
Well, also simply means she has very interesting eyes, very sensitive eyes to bright sunlight. So if she's in LA, she may be walking around looking like Ray Charles or Michael Jackson in the shade, you know what I'm saying, deep shades and stuff on. But she is also a person who will have some concerns with the lower back, headaches, the knees, high blood pressure, heart palpitations, and some concerns with her hands, arms, and shoulders, especially more to the left side of her body than the right side. But what you see is what you get. She don't shade it. And if you are not used to a person being correct and upfront and in your face, this is not the person you want to deal with.
Got it. Kaya, let me ask you this really quickly. A lot of people are skeptical about astrology, but there's really a lot of layers to astrology, right? We're talking about people's sun signs, but what is the significance of a north node, a south node, a rising, a moon? What does it mean to have Taurus in your Mars? I ain't trying to be funny. What does all that extraness mean? Because we typically just go by our sun sign.
Right.
Can you give us some context into that understanding?
Okay, so normally, right, when you're born, you know you're born in the season of Aries or Scorpio or Leo, so that's your sun sign. You may be a Capricorn, but you mentioned the North Node. So when you are born, the time of your birth, there's all these planets and the stars and how they are aligned, right? So most of us just know our sun, maybe our moon. But do you know your Jupiter, your Pluto, your Mars, your Venus, and all these other planets are also aligned too when you're born. So you mentioned the North Node. The North Node is what you're here to do. The South Node is where you're coming from. It's like I'm sending a letter, right? To and from. I came from, I sent it from my home. I'm going to somewhere else. So your South Node is what you already have done, what you already manifested, what you did in another previous lifetime. Now that you're here in this current North Node time, this is what you can take that information that you did in past lifetime and use it for this lifetime, depends on what your North Node sign is in. Let's say, for instance, Pisces. That means it will be in Virgo, South Node. She may have been a doctor, someone who's analytical, one who loves pet, a veteran, or someone that is maybe into the music or the media, her production kind of thing. Now you're coming here into the Pisces side of the world. So now you need to, were you more spiritual, more sound, more soulful? Maybe you love to dance, maybe you love the music, maybe you like to do, to be a journalist, a travelist, and those kind of things. Maybe you can even be a seer too, because most Pisces are very in tune with the universe. So you can be a seer.
You a Pisces? Aw, shit. Kaya, are you a Pisces?
No, Capricorn.
Okay, because you was about to scare the shit out of me. If you was
Yeah, I'm a Capricorn, but so that was just the North Node in Pisces.
Mhm.
That's why we.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know any of mine. North Node, South
I
Node.
know mine.
I don't know any of that.
maybe-
I might need to figure that out one day.
Yeah, so give me a call. I think we did that before when I first met you. I looked at your chart, so we can do a refresher.
Okay. All right. Because I don't know what it means. What does this mean too? Because this is kind of weird. I've been meaning to ask you and Lloyd this. What does it mean, like, when your first 4 planets and your moon are all in the same sign? Like, for me, my first 4 planets is Taurus, and my moon is Taurus.
That explains a lot about.
You don't know nothing. We interviewing them.
Well, let me say this to you, Zoe. You're right. Your moon is in Taurus. Your Mercury, which is how you think, is in Taurus. Your Venus is in Taurus. Your Saturn is also in the sign of Taurus. Okay, so you got a lot of Taurus, and your ascendant is in the sign of Libra, the love sign, the sign of beauty and balance. Okay, so that's what we're seeing there too, and that's what I'm looking at. In fact, I'm about to send Kaya your chart, and she can tell you exactly where your North Node is.
Yeah, because I just look at it as I'm stubborn as hell. That's all go ahead, Kai.
No, but that's the Taurus part. You know, see, the beauty, I tell people, if you don't even understand the zodiac sign, look at the symbol assigned to it. Well, Taurus is the sign of the bull. You know you don't walk up there and just mess with no bull unless you know what you're doing, okay? You just leave that puppy alone up in there.
Leave that bull alone. The bull gonna come out. Kaya, talk to me. What does all of that mean?
That's like a person who loves their work, who loves to be in a relationship with other people, who has to be a service to their community. Maybe you may have been allergic to cats and dogs, or may have some kind of allergy. Maybe you were young, you had heart issues or ear, nose, and throat issues growing up. But looking at your chart, you know, the time of birth depends on where your sun is at. Is in that position in that house. Let's say you was born between 6 a.m. Your sun would be on the east side of the east side of the chart, and that means that your rising would be like your sun would be in, let's say Taurus, right? So your sun would be in Taurus and your rising would be in Taurus as well too. So it's just at 6 a.m. And if you were born at 12 o'clock in the morning, then your sun would be positioned in the 12th house. I mean, not 12th, at the 10th house. And if you were born at 6 p.m., then that would be at the 6th house plus energy, or you were born at between 12 a.m., that would be the lower heaven, which is the 12 a.m. o'clock.
Well, let me say this to add to it so Kai can explain. Your North Node, Zoe, is in the 5th house, conjuncting Mars in the sign of Aquarius. Would that be correct, Kai?
Yeah, so looking at it, so Zoe is a person where in a previous lifetime, you know, he was self-employed, self-made. You know, he was his North Node is in Aquarius and his South Node is in Leo. So Leo is someone that was already self-initiated. You know, you've done for yourself in the world. Now you come in this world, you need to help people either resolve their issues because in your 5th house, in your creativity, it means where you're giving more of your time to other people and you're helping them to navigate through the world instead of being more selfish where you were in a previous lifetime. So you may still carry these traits over here. You may have some little selfishness attitude about you, you know, I'm being a self-starter, I'm being all about me. But no, when you have energy of Aquarius and you have the energy of Leo, it means you're giving and receiving. So this lifetime, you're more of a receiver than you were a giver.
Look at that. See, she want to call me crazy, but they telling you that I'm the Black Messiah that J. Edgar Hoover was looking for.
Oh, you.
You understand? That's what they done told you.
Now
don't
you
wanna hear
could
it.
be a black messiah. I'd have told you that yourself, you cult leader. They just said you was a cult leader. That's all I heard.
Make improvement on a global scale for the betterment of the society. You know, so you have to find ways to be more social fulfillment, because that's Leo in the fifth house.
Got it. Got it. All right. You enough about me. I don't want people to know too much about me. Richard Milholm. I think I said his name right. Richard Milholm. Richard is November 6, 1962. Too many sixes. He might be. It might be some devilment involved.
Antichrist? No.
Well, Richard is a water sign with an earth number, which means he's very intuitive and yet very pragmatic as well. The name Richard also adds up to the 18-9, which means a person who has a very good opinion of himself, a person who actually has the ability to go in and out of the visible and invisible world. Sometimes he'll find that the spiritual side is working against the material side of his nature, where he wants to do things for the humanity, and yet at the same time he needs to make sure his bills are paid and he's not kicked out of his place too. Okay?
Right.
But his numbers indicates that he was probably very athletic. He knows how to make money, and if he's not, he can be very stingy where he can squeeze the brown off the penny. But if there's somebody he wants, he's going to go out of his way to get it, whether it's clothes, whether it's food, whether it's ladies, whatever the case may be. And he also has very good taste. Again, though, for whatever reason, because six rules family, and they have very close rules about how they raise their children and deal with their family members and relationships. The men under number sixes are known to sometimes have what I call control issues. That is from a woman's perspective. So, for example, he will be on a train and with his lady, and he's telling his lady, "Why is that guy looking at you?" And her mind's 1,000 miles away. They ain't even paying the dude no mind. So it's little things like that he has to be careful going overboard so he can keep everything intact. He's a strong sense of right and wrong, strong sense of justice. He would do well in business, from real estate to banking. He would do well in the arts, from a singer to a performer to an artist or musician. And he would do well in service, whether it's a personal trainer, physical therapist, life coach, whatever the case is. So this guy's got some options.
Okay. Kaya, we're going to move to the next one because we're going to try to get as many as we can get in here. J. Lorenzo Allen, 11/4/70, and he says he was born at 10:31 p.m.
10:31 p.m.
Yep.
We just did a number part. But this person is more of a person who has to have a foundation, come from a loving foundation, or who come from a family where they have been torn apart or have some family issues, maybe some cousin members' environment, maybe his environment wasn't even as great when he was growing up. But this particular person, no matter what the obstacles that you're facing or trials that you go through, he's always able to stand on his own 2 feet and build his own foundation from the bottom up. But he always has a side eye from his friends, his family members may look at him different or think that the way he thinks is not on other people's level. So he always gets some kind of conflict when it comes to those people. But otherwise, you did say 11/4, right?
11/4.
Yeah, so this particular year for you, it's really about going at a slower pace, making sure that the seeds that you planted last year are being watered and nurtured. So you're speaking to a system what you want, what your ideas to manifest to. So this will be a good year to be in teamwork and partnership and lockstep with your plan and your ideas what you want to manifest this year, and also being a team player. But at the same time, knowing things were gonna come slow, then they're gonna come fast. So make sure you have like a nest egg or a plan that you work on. So pay yourself first. And make sure you pay your bills ahead too.
Pay yourself first. That's good advice. Lloyd, there's a brother in here by the name of Samir, Samir, 12/23/78.
Samir's name indicates, first of all, Samir, Samir, that's 31412. That would be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That would be a master number. This person is a Capricorn 5 person because they're born on the 23rd, and 2 + 3 is 5. since this year universally 2021 adds to a 5, he will benefit from his birthday. You are blessed in the sense so that it benefits your sign and your birthday, which is rare for that to happen in 1 year. But in this case, this is a guy who is multifaceted, multi-talented, multi-dimensional. This is a person who this year is really laying the cornerstone because they happen to be in a 4 personal year, which is a time for them to get it together, to deal with their passes, especially that's coming up in April. And in May, he's going to be forced to put some things behind him or wake up and say, you know what, I don't need this, that, and the other. May look at somebody that says, you guys got to go too. But it'd be by the month of June that he'd be ready to jumpstart and really get things off the ground. But he always knows somebody who knows somebody.
Got it. So let me ask this. Peaches.
Yes.
Peaches management don't want her to be called Peaches. Now, the fans named her Peaches. But her name is DaugneKeith.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But soon as the fans saw her, they named her Peaches.
Mm-hmm.
Now her management is saying, don't go by Peaches anymore. And I'm saying Peaches, as the name, is more famous than DaugneKeith. Oh, yeah. Don't get it twisted, baby. People love Peaches. So my question is this, because I'm really concerned about Peaches. She's one of my good friends.
What I do?
Is her dude gonna marry her?
Oh my gosh, that's a deep question.
Yeah.
I better spell my name for you, Lloyd.
Is he gonna pop the question?
Again is what? His birthday is November the 8th.
No, that's my birthday. My birthday is November the 8th.
Right. So you want to ask a question about getting married, am I correct?
No, Zoe wants to ask a question about getting married.
I'm just asking.
Let me say this. If I took the month and day you were born, November the 8th, and added to 2021, you would be in a 6 personal year, which is one of the cycles of marriage, births, and pregnancies.
Well, I know I ain't getting pregnant.
The 8, the 9, and the 6. So the fact that one of your numbers is a 6, and you are born and having that, the chances are very good you could get engaged or take the relationship at least to another level. And what I'm going to do a second is disappear so I can put a charger on this this computer, so I don't disappear from the screen. Okay, Kaya?
I got you, brother. I got you.
And Kaya, his birthday is the 16th of March, since Zoe brought it up.
Yours is 11/8.
And his is the 16th of March.
So you must have the planner, or I know you probably say you are the boss, because you are the boss in a relationship, of course, right? So you're more of the planner, and he's much of the expertise kind of person. Like, he's very, very skilled in his craft. He knows what he knows. He knows what he knows. You don't have to question his word or question anything that he does. But your question to get married to him is, first, how do you feel about it? Do you want to marry this person? Because
if everything was right,
it's really how you feel.
Look, Zoe just put me on the spot for real. I hope he is not watching today.
What's happening, Pisces?
But if everything was cool, yes, I would marry him.
But
she didn't ask, would you? She said, do you want to?
Yes.
We got it. This particular year for him, he's more of a freedom-loving kind of year. You know what I'm saying? He wants the freedom in his faith. And, he's trying to work on maybe some new career opportunities coming through. So sometimes, when a guy comes, it may be not the right time, as they always want to say, at this particular time. But in September, he may be really wanting that commitment, because you're looking for more of a commitment, some stability, some foundation. So I need to know now, what are we doing? Where are we going? What's the direction of our relationship? So I don't want to waste my time anymore, because I can't get my youth back. And if we ain't going nowhere with this, it's like, I'm not going to sit wasting my time. We can date and talk and do whatever all day long. But when it comes to the bottom line of this and call behind closed doors, are we going to make the next step?
Listen, Peaches, are you in a relationship with a clock or a man. Stop worrying about the goddamn
With a
time.
man, I'm not in no hurry. Y'all giving me a hot flash. Didn't embarrass me. I hope he not watching because I ain't trying to marry you tomorrow. I'm just saying he asked the question. I didn't.
It's not planned. I'm just talking crazy. All right.
Well, here's the thing, though, Zoe. The fact that when you take his birthday and add March the 16th to 2021, he's in a 6th personal year, just like Peaches. So there's a higher than average chance he might be more receptive than anything else. And I would say the best time to approach him or hit him in this idea is in the 2nd week of September, the week of the 8th through the 14th.
Well, make sure you get your hair done, Peaches.
Oh, it's September.
It's September. Get cute in September because it could happen.
Long as we together by September. Let's just go from day to day for right now.
All right, let's get to the next birthday. Marcel, 11/5/91. 11/5/91. It's a lot of November people in here.
Yeah, well, Marcel is also a Scorpio, but he's a Scorpio 5, so he's a water sign with an air number, which means intuition and yet logic and reasoning. And his numbers are always the 5, the 9, and the 6. See, once Kaya and I or any other numerologist is able to determine what your key numbers are from the birthday, we can therefore determine what are your best days, what are your best dates, what are your best months, what will be the most important years and ages that will be significant. So since he's born on the 5th and 2021 adds up to a 5, that means that this will be a very beneficial year for him. How so? Well, when I took November the 5th and added to 2021, it factored out to a 3. Now, 3 is ruled by Jupiter. As an astrologer, Kai will tell you that it rules good luck, expansion, prosperity, self-improvement, abundance, and things like that. But since 3 is also his oppositional number, numerically speaking, it means you gotta be careful going to extremes to excess, things like that, and keep everything in a balance, because too much is bad as none of them.
Got you. Kaya, I got somebody for you. Alpha's Car Music. Now, I know that ain't his real name. Alpha's Car Music.
Okay.
He is 12/22/85.
Well, this man is a mastermind builder. He loves to build with his hands. He listens with his ears.
Wait. Hold up, Kaya. You can't be flirting with other men on my show. You just start off calling him a mastermind. You can't just say that to any man. Go ahead, Kaya.
Well, he has the master number 22, so he's a mastermind. He's a master builder. He does very well with his hand, whether he builds houses or home improvement, like maybe the music thing as well, because it adds up to a 4. So 4 people are normally in tune with the music, or they like to be the comedian, a low-key comedian, or the family comedian, like to break the ice in the room, because, you know, the air in here is too little bit thick. You can cut it with a knife. So he's the person that has to do things with his hands and be in lockstep with, like, organizing, putting things together, maybe interior decorating. You know, he can take a dresser, he can make it look like a whole new, brand new something else. Like, he puts on little fill on, you wouldn't even know what happened to it. Like, that's my dresser? Like, you did that? So it's a whole nother ballgame when it comes to him. But this particular year for him would definitely be about a year of change, maybe relocating, even starting a new relationship, maybe get pregnancy or a child on the way. If you're thinking about having a child, if you're not, you know, that's something else different. But symbolically, it can be something of a new idea, a new concept you bring into life. And just water your seeds and your plants this year. Make sure you're drinking enough water this particular year as well, too.
That's good. My brother, Lloyd. Now, this girl's name can't be this. Why do people name themselves the craziest names on social media?
What's her name?
Caramel Apple.
She a stripper.
She a stripper? No.
Caramel Apple.
Caramel Apple. I think her name is Chanella. Shanella. Chanella. 7/21/80. Lloyd.
Well, but imagine caramel refers to her level of complexion in terms of her hue.
Yeah.
As a woman of African descent.
Yeah.
Apple means sweet, or apple also represents wisdom and knowledge, okay? Things like that. And the fact she's born on 7/21 means she's a natural flirt, that I can tell you. Very popular, very well liked. Always with a purpose too. She is a go-getter. So the guys that come into her life can't be no bums. Or, she don't do bums. You gotta either have something on the ball or you'll go somewhere else, because she's not taking those kind of interviews, okay? This particular year for her is a year where she too is in a 6th personal year. So this is a year where she's going to be making some adjustments. This is a year where she can either fall in love, fall out of love. It all depends on what door she's at. So if she's at door number 1 and don't have anybody, that's going to change before the year is over. If she's knocking on door number 2 with somebody she just met, listen closely. The language might say, yo, boo, we need to take this to the next level, or whatever the case is. But if it's at door number 3 and it's a relationship that's been working her nerves coming into 2021, I can tell you by the summer of 2021, it's going to be, as they say, a wrap. That's it.
Wow. Wow. Man, this is very interesting. You get a deeper insight. Should we date using astrology? Like, I know it's kind of corny, because it's been made into a corny thing. Like when a guy walks up to you at a bar or something and asks your sign, that they've turned it into a pickup line, and it's kind of goofy now. But when you listen to Lloyd and Kaya break it down on these deep levels, do you think you could avoid a lot of BS if you were really adept at astrology and numerology, or as it is called, Astro-Numerology? Do you think that could help you like avoid some unnecessary lessons or repeating lessons? Lloyd?
I would say it helps on both fronts. One, it brings knowledge to the person that you're about to deal with. Not only that, but let's say you have a sign that by astrological and numerical laws that these two should nowhere in heck be together, then it becomes the attitude. So if you look at the days of our grandparents and their parents and parents, where it was the marriage was for better or worse, richer or poor, sickness and health, it wasn't about your zodiac sign. Trust me. But nowadays, since astrology and numerology is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and I mean multi-billion dollars, now that seems the way to go. So you got dating sites around your wedding, your zodiac signs, dating sites around your numbers. But it is an absolute rule that there are certain signs that go together. Air signs and fire signs normally go together well. Okay, earth signs and water signs normally go together well. However, those exceptions are based upon the date of birth they were born in. So if you take the sign of Angela Bassett and her husband Cyrus Vance, Courtney Vance rather, she's a Leo, which is fire. He's a Pisces, which is water. They will say, well, listen, right there, water cancels fire out. However, she's a fire sign with a water number, and he's a water sign with a fire number. So you see what I'm saying? So this is why we got into this specialized field. And it's rare. Kaya and I and a few rare persons like King Simon, we are rare in the sense that we combine both the worlds of astrology and numerology together, which is why we see exceptions to the rule.
Wow. Hey, our guy, our engineer, the brother E-Core, wanted to know about the compatibility of Cancers and Capricorns. And I know they're opposites, but I've seen a lot of Cancers and Capricorns together.
Me too.
Kaya, your thoughts, and then Lloyd.
But that's why, it's something that this person doesn't have and the other person does have. And that's why it's called the opposition of the signs. We're on two different sides of the zodiac wheel, where you may be much of a person who likes to give and receive, a person that's more of a nurturer or supporter of the family. So sometimes, Cancer has their own way of doing things. It can be even stubborn to the point, or misery love company, because sometimes they think their way is the best way. Where Capricorn likes to plan, likes to organize and structure, and Cancer, they just do what they want to do off the fly, because they just like the nurturing kind of person. So when it comes to opposition sign, it's kind of like a give and take kind of thing. You got to know what you signed up for. And if it's not compatible in your chart or in the numbers, then you know you probably don't be in that relationship. Only just be certain aspects. Maybe just friends rather than lovers, or business partners, or just workers. So when you look and meet people, see where you have Cancer or Aries, or your Aries or your Jupiter may be in Pisces. See where this information is at, or this sign is at, because that will determine what kind of relationship you guys will have.
So wait, Kaya, he says both their birthdays are the 6th. So he's a Cancer, born on the 6th, and she's a Capricorn, born on the 6th.
That's the attraction. Go ahead, Kaya, I'm sorry.
I would say both of them are more of a supporting to each other. They love to bring home the bacon to each other. They always I scratch your back, you rub my back. So it can kind of work, but just know that sometimes a Cancer can be a little bit more moody than a Capricorn. And she's like, what's going on with you? Why are you such in a bad mood, whatever? Or the Capricorn be more stubborn, more thorny, like a drill sergeant, you know, telling you to get these things in order because she don't like our house looking a mess.
Interesting. This is
Well,
getting.
the way I put it like this, when they're opposition signs, I think most people have heard that saying, opposite attracts. Okay. What I say in a case like that, in this Capricorn Cancer relationship, there will be things they probably love and adore about each other, and then there'll be things they can't stand about each other. She might say, "Boo, how many times I gotta tell you to put the toilet seat down?" Okay. Well, how many times I gotta say, get your socks about the damn floor, okay? And he may say, yo, boo, you know what I'm saying? So there are things they love, and this is called a love-hate relationship. Remember that movie that Mark Lawrence was in, A Thin Line Between Love and Hate?
Yeah,
It kind of goes like that.
Okay, all right. So you guys are really like blowing my mind right now. I got so many questions, things are just popping up. But let's get a few more readings in here before I ask my next series of questions, because this is crazy. Did you marry the wrong sign? Is it possible to marry the wrong sign? I'm just saying, what is a water number and a fire number? It's like, I got so many damn questions. It's blowing my, hey, that's a water number you win. And you win a fire number. Like, what in the world? That's an air number. That's something else. Tev J, February 4th, 1990.
Kaya?
So many poor people are on here, so that means that they want to know what's Aquarius energy. So right now they're probably feeling the Aquarian energy, whether they're doing some signing up with groups or having some spiritual leaders like gurus or whatever, you know, signing up for classes to get more in tune with your stuff around this time right now. So this person is really trying to build on them and trying to work on them more than helping everybody else. But sometimes you have to help yourself first so you can help somebody else. But this poor energy person, you know, they like to have a good structured foundation, a good home setting, a good meal, like a Cancer person as well too. But they also have their own way of thinking, their own way of concept how to do one thing. That's why they have sometimes a small circle of friends, and they keep their work, and they work in silence sometimes. They don't always look at what they're doing because, you know, it's not for everybody's ears to know what you're doing and what you're working up or what you're picking up. But this person mainly, I would say, to know this person is really be my friend in order to know me.
So you can't be their friend unless they know you a little bit. Are you saying? To know this,
be their friend first.
Oh,
be my friend first. Because if you try to jump into a relationship with this person, it's not going to work. They're kind of people that it's like a short distance relationship, or it doesn't last long. So if you want it to last long, be my friend first. Get to know me on the inside.
Take your time with these people. Okay, got it. We've got Army Vet. I know that's not his name, but Army Vet 11/12/69. Lloyd.
This is a water sign with a fire number. Now, to answer quickly, water represents things that deals with feelings, emotions, intuitions, hunches, things of that nature, an inner knowing about something. However, he's a fire number, which brings to the table passion, or drive, or energy. So when they talk about, I'm fired up, you know, they got that get up and go energy. They're very, very determined. So he will be a mixed bag of both. It all depends on how comfortable he's been in his skin, what relationships he's had in the past, the present, and moving forward into the future. But nonetheless, this particular year for him finds him in a one personal year. If he's not sure, because he might have just tuned into the program, you take the month and day you're born, so November the 12th added to 2021 adds up to a 10 or 1. So that means he's in a position this year to start fresh all over again. Whatever drama, mistakes he had last year when he had to terminate things, let that be water under the bridge. And now he can move forward with doing things that's in his best interest. Normally in the one cycle year, this is when people get raises, promotions, they step out on faith, they start their own businesses, things of that nature. And it does tell me, since he's in the one cycle year, that Leos, Aries, and Aquarians, and anybody born on the 1st, the 10th, the 19th, or the 28th will probably play a major part in his affairs throughout this year as well.
Really quickly, from 1 to 10, what like a 1? Is that a fire number? Is that a water number?
Yes, it's a fire number.
Okay.
Kaya, you want to explain it?
The 1, 3, and 9 are fire numbers. The 2 and 7 are the water numbers. The 6 and 8 are earth number, and the 4 and 5 are air numbers.
So 23 would be water and air.
Air. 2 plus 3 is 5. So if you numbers that add up to 4 and 5 are air. Numbers that add up to 1, 3, or 9 are fire. Numbers that add up to 2 or 7 are water. And then the other one will be, I missed one, I messed them all right.
Earth, which is 6 and 8.
Wow. Y'all, this is intricate. I've never heard of this before. So 5 is an air number.
Yes.
And any derivation of that, 32, 23, the straight up 5, these are all air numbers. Okay.
So what do you do? Add the numbers or the names?
But then you're blessed to be born in an air sign as well, which only heightens or intensifies or enhances the 5 quality in your birthday. So if you're always in your head, if you're always coming with ideas, and 5 is the number of curiosity, it adds boatload of questions. So if you got a family member say like, yo, man, you always ask so many questions. Why you always ask so many questions, man? You really can't help it, because 5 is the number of curiosity. They are very curious about life, curious about people, love and adventure, things of that nature.
That's why I don't get nothing done. I just be getting tsunamied with ideas.
Because you're a 5.
I guess a double 5.
So I've heard I'm a 5, but my birthday is an 8. So how is that possible? Because of my name, maybe?
No. Well, she's an 8. The 8 is Earth, and then she's a water sign. So she's a water sign with an Earth number. Now, these are elements that are very practical. That's why I was saying, Peaches, that Kai and I was describing you as a very nurturing person. Now, it isn't so much about your mate on March the 16th, but the people that you come in general, they will find that basically, Peaches, your signature has always been nurturing in nature. To try to be there for them, to, hold them in times of need or tragedies or anything like that. But you're very, very dependable. Earth sign people are very dependable. Mm-hmm. And so this is why people lean on you a little bit more than they need to.
Interesting. Jessica, 7-10-89.
Man, another Cancer.
Cancer.
This is a person that's very direct. She knows exactly what she wants, how she's gonna get it, where she's gonna go. So if she has an office job, do not come to her office telling her about your love story or your weekend trip. If she's trying to get her work done first before you even talk to her. So this person is more like a self-starter, self-initiator. Probably the first to leave her home, first to have a child, first to graduate, first to do something out her family. She was the first one to do something, to take the lead in her life, lead in her career. So if you want to know the person too, if you want to ask her a question about this your baby or this or how do you feel about this, she's going to tell you the honest truth. And she's going to be very frank and upfront with you, so don't hold her up. And she's always been more about herself before she put others before her.
Interesting. Lloyd, Kaya, give us your websites again, because I want you guys to get full readings. When I tell you, they are just skimming the surface. These are premier people in this industry. Believe me, Sometimes we take people for granted. These are not the type of people you take for granted. They're that good at their craft. Lloyd, your website.
Let Kai go first.
All right.
Okay, my website is www.kyafrench.com. That's www.kyafrench.com. I also am a columnist for the New York Amsterdam paper. So every Thursday, if you live in the local state or some also internationally as well, you can pick up the newspaper. Also, I post on my Instagram, make it more beautifully, more colorful. And my Instagram is Know Your Numbers, KNOWYOURNUMB3RS, the number 3RS as well.
Got it.
You been talking about your 3-month offers you made?
Oh yes, I also have a special on my website, the 3-month forecast, so you know your next 3 months of what's ahead.
Okay. And then Lloyd?
Okay, mine is Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. That's LLOYD-Strayhorn, STRAYHORN. You can go there and sign up for a private session with me. Like to go to KaiPrince.com and sign up with a private session for her. Also, whether you go to my site or her site, you get the free monthly newsletter that we do jointly each month. The March schedule is right behind, but it should be out the next day or two. At this time of this session here. Also, in addition to the free newsletter on my website, I offer a online course how to do this. It's called Learn from Lloyd, How to Read a Person Like a Book. And it's often on sale. And I also have a intermediate and advanced course called Learn from Lloyd, the next step in numerology. This is incredibly simple. The irony is it's incredibly complicated as you get more into it.
All right, so let's do a rapid fire round. Very quick micro readings, rapid fire. Let's try to get a few of these people in here. Quick readings. Matthew Norton, 12/31/87.
A person that likes to be different, very sensitive, and this year things are going to expand for them. And if they've been into any legal problems or legal matters, it's going to be resolved successfully by September.
You're going to win. Okay. Kaya, this person, they're called fire sign. Oh, they didn't even leave their damn birthday. Okay, cool.
Next.
Richard Milholm, he didn't leave his birthday. Gosh, people are not leaving their birthday. Okay. Theo Washington, June 20th, 1984. Theo.
I would say for this person, this is the year for him to really take it to the next level. If he wants to ascend his business, ascend himself, even work on himself, self-improvement. You said 8/11, right? 8/11?
No, this is June 20th, 1984.
Oh, June 20th.
Yes.
Lionel Richie's birthday, okay.
Right.
Hello.
And, try to build your foundation. So get your team member, your organization that you may be working with, or people that you're already working with now, and just start putting the pieces together. Do your blueprint. See who's going to be doing what, playing what role in your life, and what position they're going to be helping you in your endeavorment, in your business, whatever you're doing.
Okay. All right. 23. G Wiz. 7/15/83.
If G was, if it's a female, very beautiful, very attractive, very stubborn if you cross it too. Can read people like a book, and money, gifts, and favors will always come to her in some way, some shape, or form.
Nice, nice. Kaya, comedic consciousness, or his name is Antonio. 12/21/88.
This is a year for him to be the CEO or to be authority of his affairs, to really ascend himself, and he should also feel some kind of fulfillment, like some kind of destiny, like he's feeling his mission right now this particular year. So you may not feel it now, but by the end of September, you're definitely going to come full circles into what your true calling is, or either a step of your true calling may be just to get you to the next level, to reaching your highest peak.
I love it. Mel Ragsdale. 3/10/85. Pisces.
Very strong-willed person with a birthday coming up soon, so we first wish him happy solar return. This is his year where he needs to put an end to any drama, BS, or nonsense that has been plaguing him and cut his losses, pure and simple. But at the same time, it's also an equally good year to manifest his dreams too, all depending on what his dreams or goals have been.
Nice. We're going to keep it rolling. Shamika Freebird, 3/18/78.
Okay, this is a person that's very persistent, very outgoing, energetic, loving, very sisterly or brotherlyhood. That she catered to her family, she catered to her needs. But this particular year, it's more about having that blueprint accomplished. Get all your detail, organize your home. If you're thinking about moving, rearranging your home, either you going through a separation. Just get these things done by September, so you won't be going into your next year with any kind of negativity or any kind of shoulda, woulda, coulda. So don't be that and just do it now.
I love it. All right, let me just say this, man. I love bringing interesting people on the show. I love bringing what I think we've lost as a people. Did you guys see that documentary, Lloyd and Kaya? There's a documentary by Henry Louis Gates Jr. It's called The Evolution, or it's called The Black Church. But what it's talking about is
I did not see it, but I heard some nice comments about it.
Man,
I saw it.
Nice comments about it.
What I love most about it was he was honest about African spirituality and how it preceded the Christian church, its expression of God. It was integrated into it. And then the white folk got involved and started to weed the African expression out. And when I get the same feeling when I'm, around people like Kaya and Lloyd, because we as a people are the creators of this spiritual expression. We were the first people to map the stars. We were the first people to recognize animals in the sky. We were the first people to create the zodiac, right? That's our science. So when I'm around, I look at Kaya and Lloyd as shamans. And so, they have an insight that I think we have lost. And I love bringing people like them on and exposing them to the audience, because we got to get back to what's ours. And astrology is ours. Numerology is ours. Astrotheology is ours. All this shit, ours. So, you know what I'm saying? I just love bringing them in because, number one, you can go get a reading from them directly. Number two, you can buy their books. You can support their newsletters. You can support their blogs. You can support whatever they're working on. You can support that and then educate yourself in the process. I'm sure Lloyd and Kaya have workshops. Can you talk about that?
Well, in fact, we're going to be giving a workshop at the end of this month of March in Atlanta, a health and wellness workshop. And it's going to be a fundraiser to help Black businesses. When this PPP loans was given out, a lot of Black businesses was kind of left out of it altogether. Okay? So what I'm saying is that the people that be there in Oasis in Atlanta is actually putting together a fundraiser for Black businesses. So Kaya French and I will be there doing a lecture, a workshop, a presentation, book signings, and things like that. So that'll be on March the 28th and March 27th and 28th there in Atlanta.
Nice. Let me ask you a quick question, because I know a lot of politicians use astrologers. I know a lot of business people use astrologers and numerologists. Yeah. And I know a lot of white folk who are powerful who use babalaos, right? And African spiritualists to kind of guide their footsteps. Let me ask you guys this. Do you guys set up classes where you can teach a person to be their own astrologist and numerologist?
Yes, we do, and we've done that in June 2019, when we did a workshop. Kaya, King Simon, and I did a workshop in Brooklyn, New York, teaching people how to do what we do. That is what led to my online course, and in fact, my online course now has a little over 1,900 students registered in 56 countries, translated in 22 languages.
Wow.
I do have some campus I'm coming out with, little work that I'm coming out with, but it probably won't be out until about the end of this year. For you to help yourself, not only just you, but your family, your children, so you can understand what your relationship you have with these people in your life that will help you understand who you are.
Because let me tell you something, I don't trust me. If you leave it up to me to make the choice, I'm probably going to make the wrong choice. I need shamans, astrologers, numerologists. I need all types of psychics and seers, because I be making some bonehead ass decisions.
But let me say this too, Zoe. When you mention people, you can go as far back as Napoleon. You can go back as far as the pharaohs. You can go as modern as Hitler. You can go as up to date more as Ronald Wilson Reagan, the president of the United States. Once there was an attempted assassination on his life, his wife Nancy Reagan called him an astrologer, and the rest of his term, and including the next term, he made no moves unless they checked with an astrologer. Gene Dixon predicted the death of an assassination of John F. Kennedy on November the 22nd of 1963. So astrology have always been used. And to sum it up, if you look at J.P. Morgan, a famous financier, when approached as astrologer, is it true millionaires is it true astrology make millionaires? He says, no, it makes billionaires. And in fact, Evangeline Adams taught J.P. Morgan astrology, and J.P. Morgan also had an astrologer on his staff. So although he died on March the 31st of 1913, J.P. Morgan Institute still stands to this day, and people want to know why.
Wow. Well, let me just say, man, I really love y'all. Y'all some good people, and I want you guys to support them. Go sign up with their respective websites, get readings from them, get some more insight, because many of y'all are like me. Y'all, you just professionals at making bad decisions. So I need y'all to reach out to them and get some guidance. Brother, I appreciate you. Sister, I appreciate you.
Don't forget to send us your link so we can order your books, please.
Oh,
Thank
yes.
you. Hold 2 books.
Yes.
2 books. The fee is coming. Just send us the link so we can put in the request. Okay, brother?
Yes, I will definitely do that. Thank you guys so much for being on.
Thanks, Araki, and thanks very much, though. Thank you very much, brother.
All right. Now, let me wrap this show. My people is gone. What are your thoughts?
I don't know about the voodoo part and all of that stuff, the shamans and all that.
I'm so tired of you being so goddamn scary. Cause
I ain't scared.
Here's the weird thing about
all
Peaches.
I need is
Let me just say, here's the weird shit about Peaches. Peaches will talk shit about the spiritual sciences, but will send me 14 videos a week on the spiritual sciences.
I'm not in. I mean, I like learning. I like watching. I like knowing. But all I need is Jesus. Oh my God. Just saying. And it's interesting to know that stuff. There's nothing wrong with it. Just know.
You know what? You're starting to scare me.
You the co-leader. They said you was the co-leader.
But Jesus in astrology is really just the sun.
I disagree.
Why?
Because
you yourself told me. Wait, you yourself told me astrology is in the Bible. Did she not say that?
It is in the Bible. It is in the Bible.
So how do you use it as a Christian? Because most Christians demonize astrology, even though it's in the Bible.
In the book of Enoch, the angels that came.
In the book of Enoch, that ain't even in the Bible.
It should have been, but in the book of Enoch. See, I read more than just the Bible. But in the texts that were taking from the Bible, the ones they left out, Enoch, in the book of Enoch, it described the angel Israel, or I don't want to say the name wrong, that the fallen angels that came down, the watchers that had sex with the women, taught them astrology, taught them about, basically the Anunnakis taught all of them that stuff.
First off, The book of Enoch don't mention the Anunnaki.
They don't mention it by that name.
What do they call it?
They call them the fallen angels, the watchers.
I'm finna run. Because you, Nephal, right? Nephilim means the fallen ones.
Yeah, them.
The Nephilim.
And their children were the Anunnaki, right?
No. The Anunnaki precede your Bible. They're before your Bible.
I read about them in the Sima. Anyways,
The
whatever.
Sima
This is a whole nother. We need to do a whole nother show
The
on
Sima
that.
something.
A whole nother show on
No,
why I love
I'm just
Jesus
telling you though.
again.
I'm just telling you. So the Nephilim,
The demon children.
whenever you see I-M, in English it's I-M. Whenever you see that, at the end of a Hebraic word, it denotes plurality. So when you say Nephilim, all that means is the fallen ones.
Okay, the
'Cause
fallen angels.
Nephilim, the root is Nephal, to fall.
So
Those who fell.
they fell down here, start having sex with women, teaching them all the stuff we wasn't supposed to know, and thus we have
Where-
all this.
Is that in the Bible? I could tell you, but can you tell me?
In Genesis,
Genesis chapter 6.
and it's in.
And the sons of God
it's
came and
all
saw the
through
daughters
Bible.
of men.
Yes,
And they were some fine ass women.
and they shouldn't have been doing it
Who
because
said
God
they wasn't
God
supposed to do
said
it?
no.
Where does God say no? You as an angel, you can't have no human cooter. Where does it say that?
Well, look what happened to them.
Clearly they had.
They went straight to hell.
Clearly they had the ex-wolf and the A game.
I ain't playing with
They
you.
had the A game.
Look.
And it said they chose the daughters of man,
Mm-hmm.
and they bore them children.
Big ass giant children.
But this is what the Christians don't understand. It's more than the Nephilim.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Rephaim, the Anakim,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's a bunch of different breeds. And
Yeah.
it's not the Anunnaki.
That's why people need to read the Apocrypha, and people need to read
But
the
don't
book
just
of Enoch, the book of...
But reading without comprehension. See, this, I run into a lot of
No,
Christians.
because Christians know, in your spirit, you know. I said it.
No! Christian, listen.
No, we know this.
No! No. No. No, because what happens is, if you're reading something from the perspective of defending something, you can't learn or comprehend what you're reading.
What if you're just reading to learn?
You can't call yourself a Christian.
I don't. You do.
No, you do call yourself a Christian.
No, I say
I need Jesus.
I'm a believer in Yahshua, the Rock Kadesh. I'm a believer in God.
So
the
you're Hebrew
Father,
Israelite?
and I'm working on that.
Okay.
I'm learning.
Well, I'm proud of you. Stop signing up for shit, though. Read as an independent intellect.
Okay, you're right.
Right? Stop. Oh, I'm finna be this. Because whatever you say you are, you have to defend it.
Well, I'm not none of that. I'm a believer in God. I'm a believer in
I
the
believe in
Son
God.
and the Holy Spirit. All three. Yahuwah, Yahusha, Arak.
Yahusha.
Yes, that's Jesus' name. In Arabic, that's how you really say it. They say Yeshua. It's not Yeshua. It's Yahuwah, Yahusha, Arak, Kadush. And you can say,
Yahusha.
yeah, like the way I say it.
I'm
Not the
finna
way
run
you
the
go.
fuck. Your shit.
You go ahead and put your
Hey,
little.
you sound like Nas trying to speak Arabic.
Well,
What the fuck?
you can't take the hood out of nigga, okay? You can teach him Arabic, but you can't.
Yahusha?
Yahusha, Yahuwah, the Rock Kadosh, nigga. That's what I said, Lord, forgive me. No disrespect.
Yod. Hey.
I'm not about to do that, though.
Wow.
See, this
Hey.
smart motherfucker here.
Yod.
Yod. Y.
Right? Hey. Ha. H. Wav.
Wav.
Now see, Wav is the rabbinical Hebrew that the Europeans changed. There are no V's in Hebrew. So it used to be Wow, but they turned it into Wav.
That's why it's Yahoo.
Hey, that is Yahuwah, or what they say, the Tetragrammaton, right? YHWH, right? Which is supposed to be the name you couldn't say. The original Hebrews had another name for it. It was Ha-Shem. Ha is the Shem name, because they couldn't say it. It was too sacred to say Hashem, the name. But that is Yahuwah. YHWH. And that's a transliteration into English lettering. Right? My whole purpose of saying this to you, I know you're a seeker. But you can't be a seeker inside a container.
But I'm not inside a container. I'm my own. Just like you want to go and get bathed by the witches, I go to the church and pray.
Ain't no witches.
Whatever they are. You got your bathers, Hakeem. Hakeem, you have your bathers. Do you have sex with your bathers?
I thought everyone did.
Y'all,
No, but that's what I'm saying.
I ain't about to let him carry me on this journey.
I'm not
right
trying
now.
to carry you nowhere. What I'm trying to say is, say Yahshua again.
It's Yahuwah.
No, Yahuwah.
Oh, Yahusha?
Yahuwah is
God.
that is the sacred name, Yahuwah.
And
Right?
Yahusha is the Son.
Now,
And the Holy Spirit, one and the same.
Now, in Hebrew, Jesus' name would be Yahshua,
That's what they say.
right? Now, a lot of people don't understand that the Europeans also got the Quran and translated the Quran into European dialects. And then the Arabs went and got theirs and translated it back into Arabic. So the original pronunciation of Jesus to a Muslim was Yeshu. Yeshu.
I've heard that.
But the Greeks who called Jesus Iesus, that's how you
Yeah,
pronounce
yeah.
Jesus in Greek. Iesus. Sus, right? That last part of the word, sus, means pig. Swine. Iesus gets translated back into Arabic as Isa. Iesus. Isa. Do you see? Originally, it was Yeshu, from the Hebrew, Yeshua, which is a shorter pronunciation of a longer word, Yehoshua, which is Joshua. Joshua and Jesus are the same word, which is why the fucking translators of the Bible, when they saw all these motherfucking Jesuses in the Bible, they said, no, we're talking about this specific one, so we're going to change everybody we're not talking about to Joshua, and we're going to focus on this one as Jesus. Jesus is a shorter pronunciation of Joshua. Yehoshua. Yahshua.
Yahuwah, Yehoshua.
I don't know who Yehoshua is. That sounds like one of them nigga
Yahuwah
names.
is.
I'm going to name my baby Yehoshua.
That don't sound right. Yeho sound like it's bad.
But do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
I'm
get
saying before we get out there and start trying to teach some shit, we first have to have a firm grasp of our comprehension of what we're trying to share. You can't share in the middle of your learning process. And so many of us ain't never had shit. When we get a morsel of knowledge, we immediately get a soapbox and try to proselytize the morsel. I'm saying fall back, do a little bit more study.
Oh, I'm doing it. I'm not on the soapbox.
No, listen to me, baby. And if I'm a Muslim and I'm trying to study everything,
yes,
even the Quran will tell you, study from the cradle to the grave and study everything. From here to India, study everything. But it's very difficult for the average mind to study some shit while being something.
Yeah.
Let me explain. Alfred Korzybski, the famous linguist, said, the definition creates the condition. So the moment I identify with some shit, now I'm a soldier in whatever belief that is. So now if I'm studying some other shit, I'm studying to prove what I already believe is right. True intellects don't do that. We ain't got no belief. But we're going to study your shit and we're going to study it objectively. We're going to read shit that proves your shit right, but we also going to read shit that proves your shit wrong.
That's why I know in my spirit, yeah, we back to the spirit, that Jesus is my friend forever. I love Yahusha, Yahuwah, Yahusha, Yahweh, and all of that. All of that.
You love who?
I love the Father.
Say Jesus' name one more time.
Jesus.
No, the way you say it.
Yahuwah.
No,
Yahusha,
that's God.
Yahusha.
Yahusha sounds like some Middle Eastern shampoo.
Well, you can pronounce all that Hakan.
But I'm saying, if words equal spells, and you not casting the spell right.
I'm not casting spells. That's what I
It was Krishnamurti that said, we do not use language. Language uses us. You have to have a firm, especially if you fucking with the Bible or the Quran or the Zabur or the Injil. If you fucking with any holy book, the Dharmapada, the Rig Veda, if you fucking with any holy book, you better have a foundational understanding of the words in that book in its original language, or you cast in some different shit.
Well, you gotta understand the translations. You do. You do. So, but I like saying it my way. I just talk like that.
It would. Yahushua. That sounds like a little water gun. What? I got the new Yahushua, nigga. I'm gonna blast you.
But you gotta do your head like this when you say it.
Come on, Ecor, help me.
Yahushua. God, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
See, all you got that shit from Raging Waters. I got the new Yahushua. No, but seriously, if we gonna get into this, right? Seriously, if we gonna get into the knowledge of things, right? If we gonna start studying shit, we cannot study shit from where we were born. If you born here in America, what are the chances of you being a Christian?
100%.
That's just what it is. You're born into it. If you and I were born in Saudi Arabia,
Muslim,
but not just Muslim, a particular type of Muslim. If we Saudi Arabia, Muslim. We Sunnis. If we Iraqis, Shia. Now, know this. In both countries, Iraq and in Saudi Arabia, there's some Christians.
Oh, I know it's a big conversion going on.
No, I didn't.
It's a lot of Jewish Christians now too.
Lord have mercy.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, you must...
Believers.
But you must be diligent and objective in your acquisition of knowledge.
You are right about that. I agree.
If you're not objective, all you doing is reading shit to prove what you think you know is true.
But if you spend your whole life being objective, studying different stuff, going to different mosques, going to different places like I did, then you come to an age where you realize Jesus is the reason for your season all the time. You don't need to question nothing else. I've been to other places. I've read this stuff. I've been to the I went to a lot of different churches. Went and did the Nam Yoho Renge Kyos and all of that.
You did Zen Buddhism?
And came right back to Jesus.
This shit was probably too hard.
No, it was stupid to me. I was laughing.
It's this kind of craziness that just drives me up a motherfucking wall. Do you know how similar the teachings of Buddha and Jesus are? So how the fuck did it not make sense?
I didn't say it didn't make sense. I said I was in there laughing.
Oh, no, wait a minute. You said it was stupid.
Yes, I did. I said they was in there being stupid.
So if
no offense to you Buddhists out there.
So you might have a point. And I'll tell you, if this is your point. I know a motherfucker lost when he studies something and pick up the cultural aspect of it.
Exactly. Just to be doing something.
Do you understand? To me, that's dumb. So, okay, I'm going to study Deen of Law. Al-Islam. Well, here I go. I got to go get a jalabiyah. I got to go get the taqiyah. I got to get a prayer rug. I got to get some dhikr beads.
You get all the hookup.
I got to look like a Muslim now. First off, I'm in America. I got to dress like a Middle Eastern. I got to dress like I'm in the desert. My nuts got to hang in my jalabiyah and my pantaloons. What you've done is you've assimilated into the culture, but not the actual message of Al-Islam. The Salama, the peace. Jesus was a Muslim. Jesus was not. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall inherit. What language did he speak? He didn't speak English.
Nope.
So
Aramaic.
But do you see how? Did you know Aramaic, Syriac? All of these are tied to Arabic.
But see, me and you don't believe. I believe Jesus and God are the same person. So I believe the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit are the same.
So watch the expansion of consciousness. I believe everybody is God.
Okay, now that's time.
But how can you not believe that when Jesus himself says it?
God.
He didn't say we like God. Jesus himself said exactly what I'm saying. Now you say you follow Jesus.
What did he say?
Okay, let's do it.
John
10.
Yeah, he said that he was God.
No. These motherfuckers came to stone him in the book of John, chapter 10, verse 24. They come to stone him. He says, many great works I have shown you. Why do you come to stone me? He said, because you say you're God.
John 10.
Yes. He said, because you say you're God. He says, is it not written in your law that I have said ye are gods? He was quoting Psalms chapter 82, verse 6. I have said ye are gods, but you shall die like men. Arise, O gods, and judge the earth. I have said ye are gods, and all of you are the sons of the Most High. And sons and daughters of the Most High. It's right there.
I've never seen Jesus say that you are God.
Oh, you gonna read it?
Yes, I am. John 10, right?
Yes.
What is that?
Jesus is referring to Psalms 82:6.
Okay.
Isn't it written in your law that I have said ye are gods?
I can't pull up the app right now. The devil.
Oh, well, nah, nigga, the devil ain't working. I got my computer right here. Who's lying?
The devil.
I'm finna put the devil. Yahushua.
It's Yahushua.
Yahushua, the new soap by Well Awesome. Then came the Jews around about him and said unto him, how long do... No. I went too far down. Hold on. Hold on.
I know you a theologian, studier.
I know you a theologian. I know.
Theology, yeah. It don't matter. I'm still going to love the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
I'm just saying, it's right here. I want to read this to you. Because you need to see it. It's very important that you see it.
Okay. We'll have to do
there it is, 31. Then the Jews took up stones. Again, it's John chapter 10, verse 31. Then the Jews took up stones again to stone him. Jesus answered, many works I have done, I have shown you from the Father. For which of those works do ye stone me? The Jews answered him, saying, for a good work we stone thee not, but for blasphemy, and because thou, being a man, maketh thyself God. Jesus answers them, is it not written in your law, ye are gods? And if he called them gods, unto whom the word of God came, then how can the scripture cannot be broken? These are Jesus'
that
words.
That is not from the King James 1611 Bible.
Yes, it is.
Translation, no.
So this is the point that I'm trying to make to you.
That's blasphemy.
No, that's in the book.
I'm going to go read it myself in my book.
Let me pull up King James Version.
1611.
I know which one, because King James is your master.
He's not. He's just a white man that wrote a book.
So why is his version?
He was in a dress when he did it because God inspires people to do things. He comes to all kinds.
King James Version, right here.
God had killers.
KJV.
Hoes and everything else.
KJV, right here. Right here. Let's pull up this whole shit, goddammit.
Yes.
Because you bad as hell, and I want your ignorance. Then the Jews took up stones to stone him. Jesus answered them, many good works I have showed thee from the Father. For which of those works do ye stone me? The Jews answered, saying, for a good work we stone thee not, but for blasphemy, and because thou, being a man, maketh thyself God. Jesus answered them, is it not written in your law, I have said ye are gods? Oh, God. If he called them gods, unto whom the word of God came, and the scripture cannot be broken. The scripture can't be broken.
That's, I got to see it in the actual Bible.
Oh, you got to hold it in your hand.
Yep.
But do you see what I'm saying? You prove my point when I say whatever you identify with, you must defend.
And I'm going to defend Jesus forever.
But you saw that right there.
Yes, I did. I saw that right there.
Okay, do you want to see the verse Jesus is referring to?
I need to see all that to understand it.
Psalms 82:6.
Oh, Lord, this show about to... We posted...
I'm trying to help you.
You're not going to stop me.
I said I'm trying to help you. I'm not trying to stop nothing. God damn it. I just don't understand why you so... Well, then again, I do know.
What? Why I love the Lord so much?
No, because you're a fucking Scorpio. You stubborn. Look, right here, Psalms 82:6. When Jesus says in John 10:31, right? It's right here, Psalms 82:6. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
Children of the Most High.
I knew you was gonna do that because that's what Christians do. Children of the Most High. Aha! I got you, nigga.
He didn't say.
Now,
Whatever.
in Hebrew, seeing that you making up Hebrew words, Yahusha,
Yahusha.
Yahusha.
You gotta say it
that
like
shit
that.
sounds like speaking in tongues.
Now, I don't believe in that either.
Okay, so right here, I have said ye are gods. Do you see it? I have said ye are
saw
gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. In Hebrew, the word God here is Elohim.
Mm-hmm.
There's the im again. Elo, Aleph, Lamed, Hey, Yod, Meme. Wherever you see Yod, Meme, at the end of a Semitic word, it denotes plurality. So if you take Yod, Meme off of Elohim, you get Elo. Aleph, Lamed, Hey, Elo. A, Aleph, A, L, H. Allah.
There's only one God.
It's the same shit.
No, there's only one God.
You don't know the language, baby.
There's one God.
I'm not disagreeing with that. If there's one God, why does Christians have three?
No, they have one.
Jesus.
They have one, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Jesus already told you, I by myself can do nothing. It is the Father. So he's already making the distinction.
You should read.
But you didn't.
It's all in John. He says he is the Father. He's God.
He said he's God.
He didn't say it like that.
What did he say, nigga?
He's the
Hey.
Father.
Do you hear?
He's
Hey,
God.
do you hear, Peaches? What did he say, Peaches?
I ain't fucking with you today.
In John, the nigga said he was God. Where did he say that?
All I'm going to say is, I love Jesus. He's God. I don't care what you say. I don't care how many Shamama mans you bring up in here. How much voodoo you burn. I don't care. Jesus is God. And
Where does it say that?
In my spirit.
In the Garden of
In my
in the
spirit.
Garden of Gethsemane. Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. My God, why have thou forsaken me? He said that on the cross. In the Garden of Gethsemane, he said, oh, my Father, if it
He
be
is
thy
the
will,
begotten
let this
Son.
cup pass from me, not as I will,
He
but
is
as
the
thy
begotten
will.
Son.
He made a distinction.
Let me explain something to you now. I'm about to, and this might sound crazy to you, but it's
That's
real.
why your ass in there sweating. You having a fucking hot flash.
'Cause
Because you
you
know you're on some
crazy.
fuck shit.
Wait, no, this is all bullshit aside. God is God, the begotten Son. That means be, meaning self-gotten, made. They made everything
Be in
together.
English?
Wait, whatever language you want to say it
No,
in.
you can't do that.
Okay, well, God, let's just put it in layman's term. God is God. Jesus is his begotten Son. That means be made man to come to earth to live as a human. God was in the flesh as a human on the earth. They killed him. He gave up the ghost. He in this room right now watching your ass talk shit.
Jesus is here right now, nigga.
He know my heart, and he know I'm right there. Now,
But this is what I'm trying to say to you, babe. Because you know I love you.
I love you too.
You know I love you.
And we gonna always disagree.
Listen, but you can't have this type of conversation with someone who has studied.
Like you, a scholar.
Right. It's what I said. Jesus is Jesus.
Look, Big
He
Mama.
in here right now.
Watching
He's
all
watching
this.
you fuck around. He's
Where
mad
two
at
or
you.
more
You
gather, he is up in there.
But see, you can't do that.
What? Say when
If
two
you're
or
going
more
to,
gather?
but this is what I'm trying to say, because I want you to be sharp in what you believe, and not just talking.
Yeah.
I want you to be able to come with me, right? Because if I read the motherfucking book of Hebrews, it'll blow your goddamn mind, because it's gonna say some shit that counters everything you're saying.
Well, we'll have to do that a different
When
day.
Jesus is put into the order of Melchizedek, how the fuck is God, Jesus, according to you, Jesus and God, same thing. Jesus is God. How the fuck can Jesus be put into the order of an angel he created? Says that in the book of Hebrews.
God is omni.
So he can join
do
clubs and shit of angels that he
might
created.
be a Girl Scout if he wants to. He's God. He can do whatever he wants to.
Now, see, people going too far. They said for some reason she don't respect Zoe. That's not true.
See, y'all need to stop. Me and Zoe are friends. We are having a conversation. Just because y'all uptight and want everything to be so perfect, it's not that way, okay? We're having a conversation about beliefs. I can believe what I believe. You can believe what you believe. He can believe what he believes. And we can have a discussion like adults and disagree and still be friends at the end of the day.
This right here, Nick.
So y'all need to calm down, okay, with all that disrespect.
With all that bullshit,
right.
Nick.
I respect him more than you probably really know. And if this nigga was a cult leader, I'd probably be his secretary fucking with me, so just keep it up. As long as he ain't bringing Pazuzu up in there with little shit.
Now, Pazuzu
is a demon.
Is from the Anunnaki story.
He was a demon. Mm-hmm.
But he had multiple names. It was
Jinn.
Pazuzu.
Mm-hmm.
It was Enzu.
All of that.
It was Zuzu. It was Zu-In.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And you see Pazuzu at the beginning of the Exorcist movie when the preacher is in Iraq and he finds that little statue with the wings.
Bringing that familiar.
Now, when you talk about the jinn, now you're getting into the Persian side of it. Jinn, that the Muslims took jinn from the Persians' genie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See, when you start doing the real research, you can see how shit is fucking connected. And if you study Zoroastrianism, the Zoroasters, they had something called diva, right? D-E-V-A, bitches calling themselves divas. Mm-hmm. But the Hindus also have a diva, D-E-V-A. Now, you flip it. One believes that the devas are gods, the Hindus. Mm-hmm. But the Zoroastrians believe that the divas are demons. Mm-hmm. These are ideas. Whatever you align yourself with, you're going to have to defend.
Okay.
Do some goddamn studying.
Right.
Don't fuck with the master.
That's why I don't be going there with your ass in the first place. You be going there. Because I know I'm not articulate enough to spar with you when it comes to that. Because
Jesus is in here.
Right.
Jesus is over in that
That's
chair.
That's going to be my answer every time. He right there. What's up, Lord? I know. He tripping. Yeah, we good.
All right. I love y'all. We had a motherfucking great time.
Yes, we did.
This shit was dope. Hey. If y'all appreciate the knowledge that was shared on this show, man, support everybody in here. Hey, Ecor, what's your Cashapp? Ecor is our engineer while Sarah's out of town. Ecor. $IKKOR. $IKKOR. Man, send my homeboy Ecor some bread, man, because he stayed in here. He rocked with us, man. Yeah. Send him some bread to show him some appreciation, man. He made sure that we was rocking, man. I appreciate everybody in here. But don't forget, theshroudedlighthouse.com. I think we got 2 or 3 orders today. I'm telling you, we only have 50 spots for the autograph signed copy. All right? We only got 50 spots. Well, now 47 spots for the autograph signed copies. If you want an autograph signed copy of my latest book, The Shrouded Lighthouse, go to theshroudedlighthouse.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. Zoe Williams, nothing but love. Appreciate you all, and we out. Deuces.